Hello everyone, and welcome to another video with Cheddar and Cheddar's Garden. I want to bring today's theme to be around summertime. We know when the summer comes around, the days start getting longer, it gets really hot, it's really bright out, and sometimes some transformation and growth happens within summer. And I wanted to focus on a few aspects of a few of those components about summertime. So why don't we just dive right into it? I'm beginning sitting on my shins, on my legs. You can also have an easy seat, crisscross applesauce, however you want, whichever most comfortable for you. And we're going to dive into heating, warming up the body to get ready for the movements that we are about to do. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so, and I also want to emphasize on the length of time and the length of our expression of our body movements in the poses. So, like, once again, we'll sit easy seat or on our shins, however you want, with a couple deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth to ground ourselves, to get ready for the practice. And we will inhale, reaching our arms above our head with some easy twists, starting with the left side. Exhaling, unfolding your arms, putting your right hand on your knee and your left hand behind you. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, you can try to go a little bit deeper in your twist, but if not, that's fine. We're just giving ourselves a little twist to warm up. And notice what you're feeling inside. On your next inhale, slowly untwist and raise your arms above your head once again, reaching through the tips of your fingers. And exhale to the right side, right hand behind you, left hand on your knee. Couple rounds of breath, inhaling and lengthening through your spine, exhaling with a little bit more of a twist, or stay where you are. We did just start, so it's fine if you don't do anything else other than a small twist. And on your next inhale, bring your arms up above your head. We'll do that one more time each side. Exhale, left side, in through the nose, out through your mouth. We're warming up the body because it's getting warmer from spring into summer. Summer is just around the corner. On your next inhale, arms reach up above your head, really stretching through your fingertips this time. Like, exhale, unfold, or start twisting. Unfold, I don't know. Listen to your body and what it has to tell you. There's no too little in yoga. Inhale, reach your arms above your head, and slowly bring them down to your sides. Now I invite you to come into tabletop position for some cat and cows. We're just warming up the spine here because it's good for you. Alright, you know what a tabletop looks like, and if not, that's with your arm or your hands below your shoulders and your knees below your waist, so you look like a tabletop. Starting with an exhale, we're going to round the spine for a cat, tucking in our pelvis and our head into the center of our body. And slowly inhale, rounding the back and bringing your pelvis and your head almost like you wanted them to touch each other towards the sky. And exhale, rounding the back once again for another cat. And inhale, tucking the back, bringing the pelvis up and the head back. And we'll do one more round. Tuck in, round the back for cat. Exhale, and inhale for a cow. I'm not sure why they call that the cow pose. I've never seen a cow do something like that. But come back to tabletop and step your feet in between your hands, and we're going to come to a standing position. Coming to mountain pose. So, like I said in the beginning, I want to emphasize on the length of time in the pose, and I want to emphasize on the length of our body movements to represent, the length of the days and how longer they are during the summertime. So grounding through the bottoms of your feet, directly below your hips. And, try to, as best as you can and comfortably as you can, have them face the front of your mat or in front of you if you're not on a mat. Hands by your side, palms facing forward, reaching the top of your skull to the sky and bringing your shoulders back. This is called Tadasana, mountain pose. We will inhale, sweep our arms above our head with exaggerated sweeping movements, but not fast. And bring your fingertips to reach the sky. Sorry, you can't really see mine. And palms can face each other. And then exhale, sweep your arms down, bending at the waist towards the mat or the floor. Let your body hang for forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, make your back flat, and keep your hands on your shins or your knees or your blocks if you have them, if they're tall enough. And exhale, forward fold. Now come plant your palms down to the mat and step your feet back for plank. We're going to come down to this plank. Inhale, lift through the chest, and exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Untuck your toes, push through the ground for upward facing dog. Inhale and exhale, tuck your toes, come back down and throw your pelvis to the back of the room or into like a triangle looking pose. And now you're in downward facing dog. We're here to warm up and get ready for the heat of the summer. And inhale, exhale, walk your feet in between your hands for forward fold. Let your body hang a little bit. You can bend your knees if you have to. You can rest your chest on your thighs. And inhale, slowly stacking your spine. And sweep your hands above your head. Urdhva Hastasana, hands overhead. And exhale, sweep your arms back down to your sides for Tadasana. That was one round of sun salutation. We will do 2 more rounds of sun salutation with a lower high lunge and a warrior 2 thrown in the middle, or right after that, in between each sun salutation. So roughly 2 more rounds of sun salutation. So we'll begin here, or begin once again with your feet under your hips, palms face forward, Tadasana. Inhale, sweeping your hands above your head, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, forward fold. Remember, exaggerated movements representing these long days. This is also the sun salutation to represent the welcoming of the heat and the sun. More sun, more days. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant your palms, step your feet back into a plank, and inhale, lifting up through the chest, lower down halfway, holding yourself in a halfway plank or push-up. This is chaturanga. Untuck your toes and push through the floor, upward facing dog with a little arch in your back. If this is too much for you, you can drop your knees, but usually you have your knees up. And exhale, you can come all the way back down, tuck your toes, and throw your pelvis up to the sky, or your sacrum up to the sky for downward facing dog. You can walk your feet out a little bit, get some stretching in your hamstrings and your calf muscles. And we're going to start with the right foot. We're going to inhale, bring our right foot up for a three-legged dog. And exhale, throw your right foot in between both your hands. You can drop your knee if you want to, because when we inhale, we're also going to bring our body up. This is low lunge when your knee's down on the ground. Or if you can and want to have the extra challenge to bring some more warmth into the body, bring that back knee up. We'll have this back knee up with our arms above our head. We'll sit here for a few rounds of breath. Make sure your right foot is facing forward and your knee is not bending inside or too far out. Try to maintain the center. And if you want a deeper stretch in your back, your left leg, like psoas and this area, you can lean a little bit more forward, bring your knee up more. And exhale, sweep your arms back down, outside your foot, step your right foot back, downward facing dog. And inhale, bring your right foot up again, and bring it in between your hands. I messed up a little bit, but that's okay, we'll keep running with it. And inhale, bring your hands back up above your head. We're going back to this upward or high lunge. And if you would like to join me, if you're down on the ground in low lunge, we want to come up just for a second and we want to twist our back leg to be perpendicular with your front leg. So your left foot is facing the left side of the mat and your right foot is still facing the front. If your hands are above your head, twist your body to the left side and bring your hands down for a warrior two. I should prepare us and say warrior two beforehand, but that's okay. You want your knee to be the same thing, facing forward, not too far out and not too far in. Your back leg is straight while your right knee is bent. We're going to sit here as I continue to explain, because I want you to feel the heat, because that's what the summer's all about, baby. Tuck in your pelvis underneath of you so it's not like sticking out. You want to tuck it under. You want to reach through the top of your head. And you want your arms at a T. Warrior two. And take a few breaths. And next, inhale, bring your arms up, and exhale. You can now sweep your arms down to the floor around your right foot and bring your right foot back to meet your left, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale, walk your feet in between your hands and the forward fold and let your body hang. You were hanging out on your right side for a while with a nice stretch on your left side for a bit. Let your body hang long. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands on shins or knees. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly stack your spine, sweep your arms above your head, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale, down to mountain pose. Perfect. One more time, but the opposite side. We did the right side first, we will do the left. All right, mountain pose, Tadasana. You already know the drill. Inhale, arms reach up above your head, stretch through those limbs. You want to be stretched like something invisible is pulling you from the earth to the sky at the same time. And then exhale, forward fold. All the way down to the ground. Let your body hang. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Hands on shins and knees. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant your palms, step your feet back into a plank. We know the drill, come on now. If it's too much for you, lower all the way down, but for those who can, we will do chaturanga. So we will lower down into like a halfway push-up, untuck our toes, hold for a little bit, And push through the ground, an upward facing dog. Embrace the sunlight, embrace the heat. Whew, it's getting warm. And exhale, come lower back down, tuck your toes, and shoot your booty up to the sky. And walk your feet out. Inhale, and bring your left foot up for a three-legged dog. Exhale, shoot that left foot in between both your hands. Now, you can either have your right knee down if it was down the last time, and if your knee was up last time, we're going into a high lunge. So, inhale, shoot your body up. Woo! Arms above your head, your chest is facing forward. Left knee's bent, right leg is straight. We're getting a nice stretch on the left side, the psoas, and I think these are the hamstring. No, delts. No, not delts. I can never remember for some reason. It's okay. You know where you're getting your stretch. I hope you're feeling comfortable, but you're getting warm. Keep that length in those arms. Keep breathing into that stretch. Really breathe into it. Like when you're noticing it, if it's too painful, you can get out of it. But if it's just enough, just breathe into it. And then exhale. We will go into warrior two. So shift your back right foot perpendicular to your left. Hands and body is facing the right side now. And bring your hands down to a T. Warrior two. Other side. Whew, feeling the burn. Lengthen through your fingertips. Whew, okay. Inhale. Reach your arms above your head. Twist to the front. And exhale. Bring your hands down to the mat outside of your left foot. And bring your left foot to meet your right. We'll walk it out. Downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Walk your feet in between your hands for a forward fold. Let your body hang. Just let it dangle for a few seconds. A few breaths. And on your next inhale, slowly stack your spine. And reach your palms and fingertips above the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, bring your hands down to Tadasana. Okay, so our sun salutation and then our two other sun salutations included standing poses. I just want to come to our final main pose. We're going to have a nice cool down afterwards with the pranayama involved. And this pose right here is called tree. This is a standing balancing pose. Now, I'll show you how we do it. How to do it. You can have your hands at heart center. You can have them really anywhere that helps you get balanced. But you will balance through whichever foot we start with at the bottom of the foot. And without helping your foot, bring your one foot as high as it can come on your leg, on the inside of your leg. Not in front, not like this, but inside where, but we can start on the left, bring ground through the left foot, bring your right foot up without holding your right foot. And it's not meant to be perfect. Nobody's perfect. So if you wiggle around and you fall, the way you can help with wiggling is finding a focus point. Just look somewhere and don't look anywhere else and just focus on your balancing pose. We'll hang here for a little bit, but this is tree. And I want to bring this tree into this sequence because it shows the growth that has happened throughout spring, kind of like any other plant. And it's also a nice place for shade. A very beautiful place for shade. It's hot. It grew wonderfully, and now it provides some cool shade. So if you're grounding through the bottom of your left foot, just hang here for a few breaths. If you fall, that's okay. Just come back to it. You're not doing anything wrong if you fall. You're not unbalanced, because we're a little bit all unbalanced on one foot. We're not meant to just stay here forever. And exhale, bring your foot down, and we'll switch sides. Maybe we stayed on that side a little too long, but why not? Why not just keep going? So inhale, bring your other foot up, and just try to balance through the bottom of your foot, ground through the floor. You are a beautiful tree. Just stay here for a few more breaths. You are signifying beauty and growth and a place where people can take shelter during the heat, rain, whatever it may be. Just know you are one with nature. You are beautiful. You are a tree. And exhale, bring your other foot down. Alright. So that was the peak. That was the not main focus, but that was one of the main poses. I will come to the camera now. And actually, why don't we do some little squat just to shake out the tension that might be in your legs. You know, like feet a little more than hips width distance apart. And bring your hands into the center, come down to a squat, because why not? The best you can. It's fine. We're just trying to loosen up the tissue a little more than we did in the beginning, because maybe I didn't loosen it up enough, but that's okay. But now that your body's all heated up, you can come down to a seated position of any sort, however you might feel comfortable. But for the next few minutes, I will show you a cooling pranayama. When it's really hot out on these summer days, and you want to cool down, an easy way to cool down, here's a pranayama called Sheetali. I don't know if you add breathing or it's called Sheetali, okay? And you roll your tongue into like a straw. Your lips will surround your tongue so you can breathe through your straw tongue. If you can't roll your tongue, you can like clench your teeth and breathe through your teeth instead of the tongue, because if you can't do it, it's okay. There's people who actually can't do that. So you'll breathe in through the teeth or the tongue, and you close your mouth and then exhale through your nose. So it'll look like this. I'll show both ways. So you want to take long and deep breaths. Here's the teeth one. And for the next couple minutes, let's just dedicate the time to do those breathing techniques. Choose one or the other. If you can't roll your tongue, do the teeth. But if you want to do the teeth, you can do the teeth. All right, let's do this. Just cool down. finish your last cycle of breath. And come back to center. Whether your eyes were closed or open, you can now open them. Or you can keep them shut if you desire. But I want to thank you for letting me guide you through this practice. Once again, another video with Cheddar Bob in Cheddar's Garden. My name is Seth, and thank you for being here and taking time for yourself. And thank yourself for taking time for yourself. Namaste.